Hello, Sagittarius. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Star Tarot by Kathy McLeland. And there's Kathy's website. Supportive Oracle cards. You are Clairvoyant Oracle cards by Belinda Grace. Illustrations by Elaine Marzin. Website is rockpoolpublishing.com.au. A is an apple, use an umbrella. Good. Okay, what do we have for Sagittarius? Ooh, we got a bit of fire coming in. 4 of your 6 cards are fire, so, and you're a fire element, you know what I mean? Sagittarius is a fire sign. We're dealing with water. You're dealing with water. 2 of Pentacles. We need to make a more better. We need to make better long-term decisions. It's going to be slow and steady wins the race on this. It's going to be slow and steady wins the race on this. It definitely is. Are you getting into, or are they advising you get into a long-term commitment of some sort? Whatever the situation is, ironically, in the beginning, it's very conflicting, and I feel trapped. Kind of like you're going to feel trapped, and you're like, oh, God, it's the same thing every day. It's kind of like, put 4 marbles in this bag. Step 2 spaces to the left. Smile, tilt your head. And it's like every time I do 5 marbles in this bag, 2 steps to the left. Smile, tilt your head. It's like, I mean, it was interesting the first time. It's kind of entertaining even. But it's like, 5 marbles, 2 steps, smile, tilt. Okay, here we go again. It's monotonous at first. It is definitely monotonous. And I feel like you're looking at it like there's some aspects to this that just will not change. The thing is, you have a natural energy of spontaneity. You can't oppress a Sagittarius too long without spontaneity is going to come in. It's just going to happen. You guys are spontaneous. You guys have some spontaneity, and it can't be denied. It's not going to be denied. You can even try to deny it. Sooner or later, it's going to happen. You're a spontaneous. It's spontaneity. I can't say it. Can't say it for the life of me. Whatever this is, like, I do see you getting involved with it. But, like, we have to look at this long term. 2 of Pentacles. Oh, another fire card. Well, the way I'm looking at it, the Tower card. This can work out better, but you might have to shock some people. Because what you may be reluctant to do, which seems normal for Sagittarius from what I understand of Sagittarius, to be fair, you don't want to take the lead, but if you just run forward and do it, maybe this can go more your liking, because I feel like this is a long-term investment. And when this reading comes to you, whether you're getting into it or you're already been in it, they're saying it's time for you to take the lead. It's going to drive you beeping nuts otherwise. You're going to pull out your hair and start screaming around the room because you can't stand it anymore. Or just take the lead. And yeah, granted, some people aren't going to like it, but they'll get over it. I mean, it's going to change the situation. Oh, I cringe that I'm going to say this. I really cringe that I'm going to say this, but I guess I am. Sometimes it's better to ask for forgiveness rather than for permission. I can't believe I'm saying that. I hate that saying so much. I mean, I get the politics of it. Okay, whatever. I'm not a fan of that, and I'm just like, I'm cringing so hard right now that I'm even in this situation. Sometimes it's better to ask for forgiveness than to ask for permission, or beg for forgiveness than ask for permission. If you just go forward and fix it, because they're not going to let you do it otherwise. If you ask, they're going to be like, no. If you just do it, they have to deal with the fallout, and you're like, see, it's better, and just keep going. I'm not a big fan of that. I'm not a big fan of that usually, but they're saying if you want things to get better for you, that's how we got to do it this time. It's also, all right, if we're going to be a little bit more fair, if you're being oppressed and somebody's constantly holding you down and trying to control you, that may be what it takes to break out of that control pattern. So if we're dealing with somebody who's controlling you or trying to control you, and every time you give them a heads up, they step right in your way, I'm going to go over there, and they're like, nope, and they step right in your way. All right, then I'm going to go over there, and they go, nope, and they step in your way. If you don't tell them and you just go, they can't block you. So if you didn't give them a heads up, they can't block you, and then you can break this pattern of control. Because they're not going to like it. Maybe that's good. Maybe that's good. I know I cringe, like I don't like that saying, but like the way it's being explained, it seems like, well, when you get pushed into a corner and you don't really have any other choice to make your situation better, because they want to block you. They just want to constantly block you. Whoever this energy is, they want to block you, and they keep in a lookout for it. If you give them any type of heads up, they're going to block you every step of the way. Every step of the way. So it's almost like that's not fair. So it's like if they're not going to play fair, you're not going to... The only way you're going to break it is to like get a fight fire with fire. I mean, judge it how you want to judge it. Do what you got to do. Like, readings for entertainment purposes only. Take it with a big mountain of salt. You know how that goes. That's the weird thing about this. There's a lot of water on the other side here. Whoever this is, they like you. I mean, okay. Ace of Cups, Knight of Cups. But this feels very possessive. Like, you know what I mean? Maybe they don't like you in a healthy way. Maybe they like you in a controlling way. Not okay. Not acceptable. Nope, not acceptable. Somebody can have really good intentions, but if they're controlling and manipulative, not going to work. Nope. This has to be more in your control. Now, if they want to keep you around, you have to have more say. You have to be more in control. You got the Emperor energy. The Emperor energy can be harsh and be very dictatorial. And it's kind of like if this is what this is doing, it's pushing you to your limit to where you have to like take the lead and demand you stay in the lead to make sure this works out the way it needs to stop this person from controlling you, then that's what you need to do. You put them at a disadvantage, but I feel like they're asking for it. So take that with a grain of salt. They don't like it when you're random because they don't know what's going to happen next. It makes them very uncomfortable. It's not that bad. Like when I see the random, like the analogy I would get for your randomness is kind of like, over the next month you have like 50 things that have to get done. And when it pops in your mind, you just do it. Every now and then you check to make sure the list is getting done. And every now and then you add something. Every now and then you're like, well, that's actually outdated. I did something else that's better, so I'm going to take that off. They don't understand your process. They don't understand that you have it under control. That's the moon card for them. Because you don't do it in order. You don't do it when they want it. You don't do it the way they think you're going to do it. You're just kind of like, well, I mean, I was there, so I did it. And then somebody said this, and I was like, oh, that's better than that number 7 on my list. So I did what they said, and I got rid of number 7, and I put this instead because it was better. It's kind of like, instead of getting a motorcycle, I got I got a car because I had a chance to get a car. I only thought I had enough money for the motorcycle, but turns out I had enough for that car, so I got the car instead. So the motorcycle's not going to happen. I got the car. Like, you're changing things, you're moving around. They don't know what you're going to do next, and it makes them very uncomfortable, but you have it under control. Things get done. Things get done as they need to. You want to change this from the 8 of Swords to the 8 of Pentacles. The difference for you, 8 of Pentacles, you're in control. 8 of Swords, you're under control of this person. And that's not going to work. It's going to feel very stifling, very suffocating. We don't like it. It's no good. Eight of Pentacles, you do have to kind of like work with the system a little bit better. Maybe you have to decide what you can give a heads up about. Because like you can't give this energy a chance to start blocking you again. So I feel like it's kind of like when you take control, it's not about begging for forgiveness anymore. It's kind of like just not giving a heads up about what you're going to do next, just because you know this energy is going to get in your way, and you can't allow that. I don't know. This is an interesting connection, because I think I've said this in other Sagittarius readings. Your randomness tends to be your asset, because you're very active, you're usually doing this, doing that, and opportunities come your way. Sagittarius, in my opinion, seems to be very fortunate. Like, things tend to work out because you guys keep moving, and it seems to be a very fortunate sign. Things tend to go your way. It just seems to be like that's how it works. I think, I don't remember what planet rules Sagittarius off the top of my head, but I think it's the planet of luck. I think. I could be wrong. This is your energy. This is how your energy works. If people let you just do things your way, things work out. If people try to control you, things do not work out. So keep that in mind too. If they were trying to control you and things were not working out and things were falling through the cracks and things were not doing as well as they should have been, that might be why, because the controlling energy can really screw things up for Sagittarius and make things harder, and things can fail. But once you're at your full power and things go the way you need them to, and you can flow the way you need to, that's where your success comes in. That's where you're successful. That's where you get things going the way they need to go. That's where that Ace of Wands says, hey, success is here. Sagittarian success is here. But it's not going to happen unless Sagittarius is free to live the way they need to live. If you're going to try to control the Sagittarius, nope, fail. Not going to work. This isn't going to work. And this is like a long-term thing. You might be shocking them, but this can't be just for now. This has to be long-term. You have to get in control and stay in control. Anything else? All right. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.